Well, welcome back guys to another episode. Today we're doing something fun. We're going on a little bit of a fishing mission, but we're also exploring a brand new lake that I have never been on before in my life. We got the kayaks out here, got the Old Towns, I got Bethany, and this lake behind me is in Gulf Shores, and this is a freshwater lake that is, it's pretty fascinating. It's a freshwater lake, but like the ocean is just right across the street, and apparently it's one of the few lakes like this anywhere that's this close to saltwater but still freshwater. Apparently there's bass in here, crappie, even some redfish and speckled trout and stuff like that. But we're just going exploring today, really. I'm gonna try to catch some fish. I got a chatterbait with me, a Cinco, flipping stick, a frog, but I think the biggest thing that we want to do today is just explore this lake. There's 3 different lakes. They're all connected by little canals and channels, and I think it's just gonna be really, really fun to go explore all that and see what we can find and just see what this lake is all about. So, but we got the kayaks rigged up. We're about to put them in the water. So I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna get in the kayak, and hopefully you guys will enjoy today's episode. Woo! Check this out, guys. Look at that. So I guess that's the forage in here. Little bitty crabs. That's fascinating. Ow. Yeah, I know. You got sharp freaking claws. Ow. So, very interesting. Little crabs there. Whew. There you go. Right. Hey, ready? All right, guys, we're out here. It's a tad bit windy today. Nothing that we can't handle. Bethany, she's a little nervous. She's never been out in wind like this. All the days we've ever went kayak fishing, it's been super, super calm. But cool little find at the boat ramp there. That little mug had some sharp little pinchers. He made me bleed. But cool find, because I always talk about finding the forage, looking for the forage, you know, throw a couple in the live well and try to figure out what they're eating. Well, that was a perfect example of, you know, just using your eyes, looking around the boat ramp and find what these fish may be eating. And that's just a little crab with red claws. I mean, that's stuff that I've got in the kayaking. That's stuff that I'm used to fishing with at home, because, you know, we have the little crawdads with orange claws. So really, really cool. This lake is super interesting. This water is something that I have never fished before. You know, I've seen it on TV. I've seen it, you know, watching other fishermen when they fish down in Florida and stuff like this. But this water is very like dark and tannic and like a tea color, but all at the same time it's like really, really clear. So it's kind of interesting. But we're gonna have some fun today. I mean, there's sawgrass lines, there's patches of hyacinth, there's lily pads. The water is probably still in the 70s, probably the high 70s. So we're gonna explore today. We're gonna see what we can get done. And I'm jacked up. You jacked up? I love exploring, guys. Like, I love coming to new places I've never been, whether I catch fish or not, and just exploring and checking it out. So, but the goal today is to try to catch a fish. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright friends, so we're working our way into the first canal here that connects the 2 lakes. I'm going to fish this pretty thoroughly. A couple reasons. The wind's killing me today. I mean, it's humping, and it's hard to fish in it. So being in this canal, obviously, it kind of gets that wind off of you because we're surrounded by trees and stuff like that. But then number two, it's just kind of a bottleneck area. It's a funnel area. It's an area that constantly has just a little bit of current in it. And I can't tell you how many times I've told you guys, current is king when it comes to catching bass sometimes. And I would guess that these bass are no different, that they use this current, they sit in these canals, these bottlenecked areas, and use it to ambush bait fish or crabs or whatever else I guess swims around in here. So I'm gonna keep flipping this structure bug a little bit on the bases of this grass or reeds or whatever these are, and just see. Kind of interesting. I'm trying to figure this whole thing out in my head. This is one of those deals that I wish I had a little more experience fishing in water like this, just because I know it would probably help me on a day like today. But all else fails, I'll pick up a wacky rig.
You can always catch them on a wacky rig.
You can always catch them on a wacky rig. I don't care where you're at. Yeah, that one don't float.
Let's drive up to the cabin one day and take the dogs and go explore the back.
Coming. Here we go. What the hell I got here? The largemouth. Yeah.
That's the wacky rig.
That's the wacky rig. Wacky rig strikes again. That's what I'm talking about. That's funny as crap right there. That's. Oh, they're pretty.
They're dark, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're beautiful bass. Where are you, little crackhead?
Yeah, I've never seen a 4-string bass. I don't think.
There we go. Look at that, guys. God, look how pretty that fish is. Yeah, that is a full-blown Florida string. I mean, there is nothing, there is not a northern bone in that little fish's body.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's pretty. There you go, guys. Ha.
That's awesome.
Get on out of here, friend. Well, I did it. Lord of mercy, I did it. Finally, caught me my first Southern Alabama Gulf Shores bass on the old wacky rig. That is a Strike King Ocho in a new color called Tequila Sunrise. And I brought these with me just knowing that that would be a good color to kind of stand out in this dark water. It's got that purple base within that orange flake. You know, I didn't really think about it, but it does a really good job of mimicking those little crabs that we found back at the boat ramp. So that's numero uno. Let's go see if we can catch 6 or 7 more just like that, because that's pretty fun. I want Old Big to show up. I wonder if Old Big lives in these lakes. Mother trucker. I didn't just hit myself in the face with my own wacky rig. I would never do that. There we go. That's a little bit better one.
Oh, I know, funny came out.
He ain't that big. I thought he was a lot bigger than that.
Can't get him very fast.
There we go. Another little wacky rig fish. God, these fish smell like the fish up at Ben's house. They have a very like distinct bass smell. There you go.
Look how dark it is.
He's pretty. Out here, dude.
Oh, here comes a kayaker.
That was funny. I hope my GoPro picked that up. Well, guys, today has been pretty successful so far. I'm still throwing the little wacky rig around and getting some work done with it. This water is super interesting to me. You can definitely tell there's some salt in here, which is fascinating. I think that's kind of why most of these bass are smaller than average bass. I don't know a ton about mixing water when it comes to bass fishing. All I've ever experienced in my life, obviously, is like completely fresh water. So I don't really know the biology of like how bass grow when they do live in mixing water. But there's definitely an amount of salt in here because you can taste it. I dipped my finger in the water and actually licked it, and there's definitely some salt in here. But interesting lake. I'm really enjoying it. This is just such a cool place to explore, experience, and all this is doing is adding tools to my toolbox so that, you know, if I ever do go farther south or if I ever do fish a lake like this again, I kind of got some sort of an idea of what to look for. But I'm enjoying just exploring, really, more than anything. I mean, exploring and fishing is so much fun to me, and these kayaks really afford you that. You can get out and get in places that other people can't get into. You can go to places, catch fish that other people can't, like that right there, and just have a freaking blast. So I'm gonna keep fishing and exploring. We'll get this fish in the kayak, and I hope you guys are enjoying this because I really am. I mean, come here, you little turd, get in here. I really am. I think this is gonna be something that I do more of is just get in the kayaks, you know, grab Bethany, get the boat, go fish stuff that I've never fished before, go experience things I've never experienced before, and just have some fun. So there you go. Keep doing stuff like that. So yeah, fun. I want to do it one day.
Love it.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
I need to drive. I just need to drive.
The drive would be, you'd love that too. And the drive that I did, I came down through the Canadian Rockies.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, I'm sure.
Oh man, and I live in Alaska. I've seen a lot of, you know, I've been to Wrangell St. Alliance. They call it the Alps of the, you know, of North America. Man, the Canadian Rockies, just to drive through there, every corner, man. I had to force myself to stop taking pictures, and then I couldn't. I just had to. I spent an entire day, about 8 hours, just driving and stopping and taking pictures.
That's awesome, man. I'd love to go check that out.
It was great. You love it.
Today has been an interesting day, guys. I just stopped and had a conversation with a gentleman that was from Alaska. He drove all the way to Gulf Shores, Alabama from Alaska, recorded the entire trip, and he was actually going to start a YouTube channel about RVing across the country. Like, super cool conversation, and I just saw him floating over fishing, and I just beeline for him, and I told Bethany, I said, something tells me we need to go talk to this guy. And so went and talked to him. He was a super nice dude. Was just telling us about his trip down from Alaska and how he recorded the whole thing, and he's been living down here. How long did he say he's been living here?
2 months.
Yeah. So 2 months is how long he's been hanging out down here, and that he's going to pack up and go somewhere else. But he was telling us all about his kayak and how much he likes kayak fishing and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm going to start doing some new styles of videos on my channel, just where I go out and explore. And no, not to say that I'm not going to do bass fishing, because I am. That's my main thing, is bass fishing, teaching you guys how to fish. But I just want to integrate, like, just those conversations like with that gentleman, this going out and doing these brand new lakes that I've never been on before, and just sticking a GoPro on myself and bringing you guys along with these adventures, because it's something that I truly enjoy doing. I enjoy going to new places I've never been. I enjoy scrolling my way back up into creeks and rivers that I've never been on before. I mean, that's the whole reason I got a kayak. The whole reason I got an aluminum boat is because of that passion. I mean, I have a passion for digging around in creeks for crawdads and salamanders and stuff. And that's stuff that I think all of us as outdoorsmen enjoy, and I think that it's something that hopefully you guys will enjoy on my channel as well. But yeah, so we're gonna keep fishing, we're gonna stay after it and see if we can put a few more quality fish into the kayak just like we did. what is that? I was like, that's a good one. Wow. You jump up. Don't you jump up. Or do. Either one. I want to name a picture with this one. Oh my God, this is too much fun. There you. Come here, you. There we go. Man, I did not expect anything out of today. I'll be totally honest.
Grab me so I'm not spinning my chicken.
That's, I'll get it.
How you gonna do under GoPro?
There you go, guys. Now that's a little bit better fish right there. He's a little bit more quality. That ain't half bad. Old Florida strain meanie. He got him a belly too. 16 inches. That's a good quality kayak tournament fish. Thank you, bud. See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to fish a 10-pounder? Make it right. Yeah, I bet there's some absolute magnets living in here. I bet they're just so hard to. Oh, I just have one. There he is. Oh, that is so much fun. That's another good one. The fish are getting better.
Good.
That wind, I'm telling you, wind's your friend. Where are you? Where are you? Come here. Well, this ain't SeaWorld. Get in here. That's all right. Oh, look, the hook just fell out. I said the hook just fell out. There we go. There's another one. God, these fish are so pretty. Yeah, see, look at everything. They're black. Guys, so we're going to end today's video right here. We had a ton of fun just out here exploring a new lake we've never been on before, and today's bait was the Tequila Sunrise Ocho from Strike King. That thing got work done, and honestly I think it's because it looks like these little crabs. I'm not sure because I never fished this lake before, but I think that the primary forage here are those little crabs. I saw no bait fish. I didn't really see a ton of bluegill. I saw a few here and there. But those little crabs, I saw a ton of them. Every time you would get anywhere near shallow water, it didn't matter if you were on the reeds, next to the boat ramp, you'd see those little crabs crawling around. And I think that Tequila Sunrise Ocho did a really good job of just looking like one of those crawdads. I was messing around with them here at the boat ramp, and like you'd pick them up and throw them back, and they just kind of flutter down. And then when they hit the bottom is when they kind of start scooting around and getting a little bit faster. But it literally looks just like that Cinco fluttering down. And then those crabs had those little orange pinchers, and on the end of those pinchers was like a bright orange, almost purplish color, and that Tequila Sunrise did a really good job of mimicking that. And I really think that's why I did so well on today. I think those bass are keying in on those crabs, and you know, anytime one will fall off like a little reed or something like that, it just kind of flutters down to the bottom, those bass go out and get it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. I know I enjoyed hanging out with Bethany, who's behind the camera right now, and just exploring somewhere that I've never been before, exploring this new lake. But we've still got a whole week down here. We're going to go explore a bunch of new places. I got some stuff marked on Google Earth, like ponds and some little lakes and stuff that I found, and we're going to go explore it. But as always, you guys are sweet. We'll see you next time.